Welcome to Underground Crypto.
This is the Underground Crypto, back at it again. The calm before the storm. For Stellar XLM, we have to admit, the recent price action after the pump from 10 cents to 30 cents hasn't been so juicy. There's a bit of retracement going on for old grandpa Bitcoin. Master ETH still moving upwards. However, for most of the alts, including the sleeping giant, Stellar has been moving sideways for quite some time. However, during this calm phase, this is the time where you examine to check if the conditions will be right for the development of a stellar storm, an explosion in price, which was what the last video we spoke on. XLM explosion in February. So it's not February yet, but we always have the period of the calm before the storm, and it just explodes and the storm hits you out of nowhere. So you got to be ready. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. But you got to be ready. You got to make sure the bag is flooded, dollar cost average, diversified portfolio, some lumens be booming in your flooded bag. So Stellar fam and crypto heads, we are in the calm before the storm. And in my last video, as I mentioned before, I listed out 5 reasons, and we're going to look at it again, why we're primed for an explosion. And we are starting to see some of those reasons come to pass. So in today's video, we're going to look at some recent news. And there's been a lot that will potentially set the stage for an explosion in XLM for February into March. Also, we're going to talk on some recent hate on Stellar. There's been some punks hating on Stellar, hating on our moon suits looking all shiny. So we're going to look at some of that, the hate, and dissect it a bit. So a big show for today. That's our show for today. And as a reminder, I'm still giving out part of the 500 XLM, so another 100 XLM I'll be giving out in a week. So I think a week from now, not this weekend, but the next weekend, I'll be announcing another 100 XLM winner. So to enter, subscribe, comment, like the video to be entered. Also a reminder, check out Stellar Motivations, Done Deal Dixon. So it's a compilation of Done Deal Dixon's best speeches and comments, all wrapped into one. So if you're working out, you can see that. And as I mentioned, we will be talking about hate. People are hating on Stellar XLM. All right, so let's dive into it. So these were the 5 reasons when we looked at the XLM explosion in February, right? We spoke about BlackRock, Goldman Sachs bringing billions to crypto. At least 8 crypto firms seeking IPO. One is Coinbase. SEC's attempt to cripple Ripple may be ending soon. SDF product roadmap for Stellar, new partnerships and investments potentially breaking in 1 to 3 weeks from now. And we already seen that happen, so we're going to talk about that. So I'm just recapping what I mentioned in the video prior to the breaking news. And USDC going live on Stellar in February. So we have some news on that as well. So in my previous video, we captured a lot of and predicted a lot of what was going to happen for the XLM explosion. So now recent news. The storm is brewing. Recent news. So ParaHub, Stellar, and Change opened the Singapore-Philippines corridor. And that's why in the XLM millionaires here, Done Deal Dixon, she mentioned Philippines, but she didn't go into details of that. This video was probably like a week ago. This is what she was talking about here. Philippines. Right? So they're creating a payment corridor between Singapore and the Philippines for the benefit of users in that country and the growth of the Stellar Lumens ecosystem. So the expansion of Stellar network, the ecosystem, continues to spread across the globe. It continues to spread. Power in the globe. And this is not going to stop. Also, what we saw was millions of Stellar Lumens moving from the enterprise fund to an unknown wallet. And this was broke on Twitter. They broke the news on Twitter. Stellar is the way. So Clank App showed that 100 million XLM, roughly 28 million, moved from SDF operation to unknown wallet. So in the past 5 days, this happened. And the reason for that, and we're thinking more and more news is coming, was 5 million was used to invest in Rye. I may be saying that incorrectly. So we can see here, Donnell Dixon broke the news to us today in the Stellar organization. So the investment into Rye, a leading blockchain payments company, will introduce a wide variety of payment APIs to fintech applications on the Stellar network, integrating with existing anchors and enabling Stellar USDC on-off ramps in existing fiat pairs. So this is amazing news. So this is part of the 28 million that they moved over from the enterprise fund, invested in Wire. I think I was saying Rye, but Wire it looks like. So with more than 5 billion in transfers executed since 2013, Wire has a portfolio of advanced services offered to individuals, businesses, and enterprises. Clients include fiat to crypto on-ramps, payouts, compliance, crypto wallet infrastructure, foreign exchange, and savings account. Adding Wire to the Stellar ecosystem will create a key payment infrastructure and enable relationships connecting international financial systems. So this is the power of the Stellar network, where you can have a company like Wire utilize it. You can tokenize assets, cross-border payments. You could do so much. So that was another breaking news that will push and create the storm that's coming for February. Other news, Stellar API, Horizon, upgraded to version 1.14, bringing it closer to Horizon 2.0. So this enables seamless API integration into the SDKs. That's why it's so simple to integrate with the Stellar network. Very simple. So big news coming for Horizon 2.0. And the other news, This was a big news here. USDC Circle is actually live on Stellar. We're going to look at this. So USDC is in fact live on Stellar, mentioned by Andrew Lloyd. Basically, total integration will take weeks, but nevertheless, someone is in fact using it on the network. And we can see here, we checked out the network. We see asset USDC here, and we can actually see transactions happening. Transactions, so transfer to USDC, allow, canceled, place new offer, sell XLM for USDC. So they're working out the kinks, they're integrating here, so this is awesome news. So the news that we broke that February that was on the website, USDC will be live fully in February, but they're actually getting the kinks out, integrating right now. So this is awesome news. The storm is coming. So the storm is brewing. We can see all the breaking news here. And the news will not stop. It will not stop. All right, so we're going to get into the next segment of this, where they're hating on Stellar. So we had two people hating on Stellar. The first is, you probably see him on YouTube, Ivan on Tech. So XLM, the Beast of Wall Street, he replied to Ivan on Tech. I didn't see this video, but I think XLM, the Beast of Wall Street, saw this. And let's see what he replied back to Ivan on Tech. So XLM, the Beast of Wall Street, said, Ivan on Tech says that XLM will fall down the rankings and these new and sexy DeFi tokens will climb up to the top 20. So XLM, the Beast of Wall Street, said, I enjoy listening to Ivan's show, but on this matter, I completely disagree. And I love those big red X's. And then he mentions here, I would like to make a number of points as to why XLM is the Beast of Wall Street, the sleeping giant, Stellar. Firstly, we can't ignore the facts. Stellar already has a higher total transaction volumes in ETH and XRP today. Stellar's relevant assets transaction volume increased greater than 1,800% in 2020. We can't ignore the facts that Stellar is well positioned with partners like Secure Currency to absorb potential blows from regulators, as there are SEPs which enable regulatory compliance. We can't ignore the fact that there will be more regulated financial institutions that will issue assets on Stellar. We can't ignore the openness of the system, which allowed Franklin Templeton, a $700 million investment fund, to apply to the SEC to issue a fund on Stellar. Trillions of dollars are at stake, and it's not some poxy plastic DeFi application that a regulated financial institution who's required to meet their fiduciary obligations of billions, trillions will build on. So he really ripped into Ivan on Tech and really listed out some great points of what the sleeping giant, the Beast of Wall Street, Stellar XLM does. And we're seeing it. We're getting a lot of these hates. And the next one I want to play, great job, XLM Beast of Wall Street. This one is, I don't know, it's pretty, the points that this next person was making is pretty baseless. I'm not going to say his name because we don't want to promote him. But some of you, I'm going to play the video, I'm going to play the clip, I'm going to play two clips. And the first clip, we'll see this first clip, and then we'll play the second clip. And the second clip will kind of surprise you. So let's dive into it, and let's listen to this.
Hey guys, what's up? So I'm making this quick video to talk about why it is, talk about a comment that was left behind on my channel just now, where someone was asking why does everybody thinks XRP is better than Stellar Lumens when Stellar Lumens has all these partnerships. They work directly with IBM, and they just got that Ukrainian deal and everything, and everybody should be on Stellar Lumens versus XRP, right? I'll add to that, right? Stellar Lumens has less tokens than XRP as well, right? XRP has a 100 billion or something, and or whatever, and Stellar Lumens has like 50 billion less than that or something like that. So there's less Stellar Lumens in circulation, and well, why it is XRP is better than Stellar Lumens? Well, I'm not going to necessarily say that they're better or worse because XRP and Stellar Lumens have similar use cases, right? But the reason why.
So I heard that. I was like, all right. It's making some sense there. He doesn't have the accurate circulating supply, though, for Stellar Lumens. It's 22.1 billion. But I was like, all right, he's making sense. And this is something that I just found on YouTube the other day. This was posted by an individual on the 22nd. And then I continued to watch the video. And one part, I'm not going to play this, but he said why XRP is great is because of Brad Garlinghouse. Because of Brad Garlinghouse. But let me just play the clip. I'll play the clip. We're going to jump to 6 minutes into this video. And I'm going to play it, and then we're going to talk about it. Because you got to hear what this guy has to say.
Willing to do. They're willing to go in the front, work with banks when everybody was like, oh, crypto is supposed to be decentralized and it's supposed to be for the people. They're willing to work with the people you want to fight against in cryptocurrency land. And now they're getting sued by the SEC. But guess what? That's on everybody's radar. So everybody's watching XRP. Nobody's watching Stellar Lumens right now. Nobody cares, right? Nobody cares. So when XRP wins the lawsuit, or even they lose, or whatever happens with the lawsuit, the price is going to go up, and people are going to forget about Stellar, and then Stellar price will go up. And this is how the space works. There's no bad publicity is what I'm trying to say, right? No news that makes you go in these stories of everyday newspapers, and in the minds of people, it's bad news. And that's the whole game. People talk about Bitcoin. People talk about Ethereum. People talk about XRP. How often, besides the Ukrainian news, how often you hear people mention Stellar Lumens? I'll wait. You know what I mean? So, yes, XRP is in the spotlight, even though it's negative. But those three factors makes XRP a bigger buy for me than Stellar Lumens. Because XRP has everything, man. It's Stellar Lumens, but just more famous, you know what I mean?
It's Stellar Lumens, but just more famous, you know what I mean?
What are you talking about, buddy? That is a ridiculous excuse. It is Stellar Lumens, but more famous. He doesn't actually know what Stellar Lumens, Stellar Network does. He doesn't, and a lot of people do not know. They just think it's cross-border payments. It's more than that. And I did see a video from Sam Connor where he got into details of that because he said that he also are getting questions about that. And this is where the fake news and not providing accurate information turns off potential investors. It could be any coin, but if you're spreading the incorrect, invalid news, negative news, you can hurt a potential investor that's doing their own research. They see your crappy video, and now they don't want to invest in Stellar Lumens. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. I was pretty teed off at this garbage video. All right, so we're going to jump back here, but let me know what you think of the potential storm coming our way in February. XLM explosion coming on the way. All right, that's a wrap. Thanks a ton for watching. Don't forget, subscribe, comment, like the video to be entered for 100 XLM and the 500 XLM giveaway. And also reminder, check out Done Deal Dixon, Stellar Motivations. All right, that's a wrap. Thanks a ton for watching. Stand clear of the closing doors. The next stop for Stella is the moon. Let's get it.
We don't have that much competition. They would use Stellar to make their payments faster.